thinking Melbourne, you would be thinking of anyone and everyone who has a personal connection to the unfolding of war and armed violence in different parts of the world. And of course, we have many of those, whether it be people who are of Jewish background, Palestinian background, Ukrainian, Russian, etc., 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 Sudanese, and all the rest. We have significant communities of all of those. In some cases, language may be an issue, but in most cases, it would not be an impossible hurdle. So, but of course, we have our limitations. How do we effectively reach out to these communities? So that's one group of people. And then there is a very substantial wider group of people who are generally concerned about, okay, these are major problems on the horizon. Some are relatively close to us geographically, some are more distant. What does it mean for a place called Australia? Where do we sit on these issues? Not just governments, but institutions of all kinds, religious institutions, universities, educational institutions more widely. What is the function of education in relation to these questions? What is the professional religion in relation to these questions? And many other professional areas of competence, whether it be health. Health is a major issue. The medical arena, legal questions of law, domestic law, international law. Many communities, professional communities, have great interest and important stake in issues that touch upon questions of war and peace, not to mention those engaged in political parties, and a range of social movements that are concerned with issues not just of peace and war, but the allocation of resources to areas of social need and the kind of trade-off between massive expenditures on arms versus expenditures on the homeless, the needy, the sick, and so on. How are those ethical judgments being made? Who makes them? And how can the public play a part in thinking through how those decisions are made and ought to be made?
Thank you, Joseph.